Welcome back for another video. In today's video I'll be running through a Gameweek 31 wildcard team as highly requested this week. It's a reasonable Gameweek's wildcard as many of us have players that we don't want from blank Gameweek 30 such as the Wolves assets. It also lets you bring in players for double Gameweek 33 and even double Gameweek 31 this week. Beyond that, the draft is packed with players who double in 36 and 37 too. So let's start in goal, and it's Pickford, who has the double Gameweek against West Ham and Burnley this week. With Ramsdale's uncertainty this week, Pickford's a reasonable shout on the wildcard, and Arsenal are likely to double in 36, while Everton are likely to double in 36 and 37, so it buys you an extra fixture now and further down the line. Everton's defence has been poor, but they were able to keep a clean sheet in 30. When teams are fighting for their lives, very often they'll dig out results against the run of play or form. In defence, we double up with Laporte and CANCELO. In their last 10 meetings with Burnley, they've kept 7 clean sheets and they're top in the league for XGC this season. CANCELO is second for points among all defenders, and he's also second for expected goal involvement after Trent on 8.06 XGI. CANCELO's 1,053 touches in the final third is more than any other defender, Trent's second on 907. With the title race now very close, he looks less prone to rotation than we suspected he would be if City were to run away with the league. Robertson has 1 goal and 11 assists this season, which is only 1 less attacking return than Trent. With Trent expected to miss the Watford game, it's Robertson that makes the team, and if required there's the option to upgrade a defender to Trent if you want to double up down the line. On the unlikely chance that we get concrete news that Trent will play, then he'd be my pick over Robertson. James was spotted back in training and he should be available for selection against Brentford, but keep an eye on the press conferences for any late news. This season James has 5 goals and 6 assists, which are astonishing numbers for a defender, even more so when you consider that he's only played 1,184 minutes. He's a very high ceiling player, which makes him justifiable despite some rotation risk. Chelsea will have 2 more double Gameweeks later this season too. The midfield 4 is Saka, Salah, Gordon and Kulusevski. Arsenal have the double on the horizon in Gameweek 33, so if you're not tripled up on Arsenal, Saka's a great pick. He withdrew from international duty with COVID, but Arsenal said he's feeling good, which is promising for this game week. Salah needs no justification on the wildcard, however you could make the case for captaining someone else. He played 120 minutes for Egypt in the international break, and Egypt failed to qualify for the World Cup after losing on penalties. Liverpool face Benfica on Tuesday in the Champions League before Man City next weekend, so perhaps his minutes could be managed. Lampard's been singing Gordon's praises more than any other player since taking charge. He's only 4.5 mil and he has a double game week. He's even been taking some set pieces. Over the last 4 games played, he's taken 3 shots from direct free kicks and 6 corners. For 4.5 mil, he's the perfect enabler, and you could even call on him later in the season when Everton double again. Spurs look to be finding some form, so Kulusevski is a great pick for 6.3 mil. He settled straight in and has only blanked twice in his last 7 games. Dubravka is still flagged, but he should return to the 11, but Howe said in his press conference that Newcastle have had a few COVID cases, so perhaps a comfortable win for Spurs this weekend, and you hope for him to be involved if so. The forwards are Weghorst and Kane. There's very few appealing forwards at the moment, and Weghorst isn't particularly appealing. However, he is Burnley's main man, and he has 5 fixtures in the next 3 game weeks. This comes from a double in 31 and 33 with Norwich in between. Burnley could also get a double in 34 or 35. Kane completes the starting 11 for the Newcastle game. He's the most informed player in the league at the moment and an easy hold for the remainder of the season if he keeps it up. There could be a temptation to switch him to Ronaldo when Man United double in 33, but Kane faces Brighton at home that week. Over the last 4 games, only Salah can beat Kane's XGI of 4.37. On the bench it's Ramsdale, Tierney, Barnes and Broja. The bench will double in 33, which gives you 6 doubling in total, with 3 doubling in 31. You may want to tweak some players if you plan to 3 hit in 33, because you don't need to prepare for that game week. Likewise, if he's already bench boosted, you could optionally downgrade someone like Broja to Gelhardt to free up some funds to spend elsewhere. If Burnley and Aston Villa get the double in 34 or 35, then you've also got the option to move Barnes or Kulusevski on for Coutinho. If you found this video useful, please hit a like on it and subscribe to the channel. That wraps up today's video, thanks for watching. We'll be live for a deadline stream 1 hour before the deadline, see you then.